Itchy bum, itchy bum, itchy bum 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 bum. Is this a masterpiece or is it? Nah, shit. Right. Anyway, end of his career, and a messy end of the career that was indeed. Anyway, listen. Unofficially, we start off here, but Paul McCartney didn't really have anything to do with this piece of shit. All right, now we go on to this controversial piece of crap. Yes, we spoke about this the other day. Please feel free to check all my backlog of wonderful uploads, and you will see for yourself. Some of my reviews about Paul McCartney because you lose the heart. In fact, Fit to be Tie-Dyed said the other day on the infamous interview with Doc Dockers that he can't stand press to play, and it put him off Paul McCartney for 20 years. And exactly the same thing happened to me. I mean, I wasn't enthusiastic about it in the first place because after Broad Street and the Frog Song, you can imagine I was getting pretty depressed about it all, and I and then Spies Like Us come along, and I thought, well, I'm kind of happy like that, and then Press come along, and oh my god, do you know what I mean? Believe you me, if it had been worth a listen, I would have listened to it. I'm telling you, I would have listened to it. This this album has caused the breakup of the vinyl community. I'm not joking. It is more talked about than fucking Terminator 2. And anybody that was there back then would know. Oh, did you see Terminator 2 yet? Oh, the T2000. Yeah, I know. It just went on and on and on, didn't it? You people, honestly, if I hear another person, now you see how I get nasty, I can fucking get nasty. And I stand by all my words, I'll tell you that much. Kids, I'll stand by my words. And I'll have it out with any of you cunts or any of you beautiful people, if you're my supporters, of course. But do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be demonised for protecting free speech and, well, just saying that somebody's a square peg in a round hole. For God's sakes. Do you know what I mean? You know, what? Anyway, how comes I've got three people here? Who are you three? Tom Unyati, just show yourself. Show yourself. Anyway, listen, I'm sick to death of being called a coward for this, that, and the other. Like I said, call me a coward for whatever reason, but don't accuse me of the wrong things. I will get hung for a sheep rather than a lamb in my own way, not in your way. No, 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 no. And all this grassing. Oh, he's grassed me up. No, Invisible Ray don't do grassing. Invisible Ray is a big exponent of freedom of speech, though, and I don't give a fuck if you got one leg, one eye, fucking one brain cell. If you start trying to close that down and start being fucking rude and ignorant to people with your fat head, looking like I want to start blubbing and I hate you and I don't want to talk to you and being rude to people, you're breaking up the fucking vinyl community, buddy. This is about middle-aged blokes, all right? Middle-aged blokes. And any youngsters who turn up have to pass through a initiation ceremony. And you have failed, boy. But I'll tell you who did pass, Rock Boy. But sadly, Rock Boy couldn't take us either, and he's left. And then they've got infamous character known as Mason now. And wherever he is, he's hiding under a rock. I'm telling you, he was a youngster. He's the one that caused all this trouble. When he started upsetting Record Crate, that was it. Everything went brother against brother. It was. But anyway, look, you lot, you've all got to deal with that. I haven't because, like I said, I stand by every fucking word I said, baby. Anyway, on to the next one. And it just annoys me because it makes me think about you lot. So I've got nothing to say about it. I've got two. Look, I've got two. All right. All right. All right, something's hiding behind McCartney. What could it be? No, it's more McCartney. Archive collection, you see. Well, I don't know where Wildlife's gone, but we've got Band on the Run here. We've got the 25th anniversary special. And, oh, look, we've got this. By the way, this is called McGear, but Paul McCartney had quite a lot to do with it. By the way, if you don't know, Mike McGee used to be in a band called The Scaffold. I suppose you could say he was the handsome one out of it. I don't think it's his real brother, though. I think his mum fucked another bloke, and yeah, I think that's the case. But they don't talk about that very often. Anyway, the album is shite. Don't listen to what anyone says. It's a bunch of crap. As you'd expect from somebody of that caliber, really. Okay, and we've got here, what's this? I don't know. One hand wanking over a porno, I hope. Here we are. Rock Boy, if you're out there, if you're watching, listen, I was ashamed of you for even fucking reviewing this. It's the sort of thing John Heaton would review. And by the way, anybody out there, if you haven't heard this, this is a instrumental version of Ram. But when you say instrumental, you're thinking, oh, that could be quite interesting. It's not. It's shit. It's horrible. All right, here we go. Now, this, I think, is an incredibly dated album. It was dated by 1979 because all you saw in the old second-hand record shops then was this. Those two fucking balls there. Anyway, I don't know if this was supposed to be a concept album, but I find it really difficult to listen to now. Standout highlight points, though, being Letting Go and a B-side called Love in Song. Strange. Sounds like ABBA. Sounds like ABBA. Before ABBA even turned to that sort of sound. But yeah, I like it. It's a good song. Crossroads theme. McCartney being a wanker again. And I think the best song on the whole album is actually not even by Paul McCartney. It's Medicine Jar. Classic. There we are. We've got that. Three. Oh, yeah. Oh, now we're on to. I don't know if this should be chronological, but I could be wrong. Wings Over America. I only need to show you one, but I got this before I got a lot of McCartney albums. I went and got it down the market, and I liked it a lot. I thought, because I didn't mind because I just got Hollywood Bowl at the time, so I was sort of into I like this little live feel, and I was thinking it's really cool. When you've seen, the same clips of Macca going like this 10 billion times, though, I mean, you don't think it's cool anymore. Sometimes you can watch stuff too much and, it ruins it for you. But I did like, this was the first time I ever heard Maybe I'm Amazed. And I prefer it as a live version. It sounds better. Didn't get anywhere in the charts. Oh, the actual album, I think, got number one. But... oh, hi, Mikey. How you doing, baby? Oh, listen, I had to take down the videos the other day. I did say I was going to leave them up there until I got the same amount of subscribers viewing it. So as soon as it got 225, I took it down. But look, I'm not here to torture anyone, but I am here to punish. You know what I mean? I'm not here to drag something out forever and ever and ever. But people, God be told, to fucking behave themselves in a civilized fashion. Do you know what I mean? That was so rude the other night. Anyway, yes, let's talk about the music. Where's the music, ma'am? We need to have a powwow. Oh, we've got more on that. Oh, it's only because it's the first box that I grabbed. The first box, so I'm showing you McCartney. All right, this is Live at the Cow Place. Fuck knows, never heard it. Never got to hear it either. See, if you give me a choice, I'll put on a CD. First of all, I haven't got a CD player apart from inside of, on my computers and that, but I haven't got a CD player. So I don't really listen to CDs. My music's all on a little, memory disc. It's the best way. Yeah, my God, isn't she? Eh? Eh? Anyway, look, we've got a review about this, Michael Elliott. So if you want to check it out, because it's got thousands of viewers, I don't know why it was so successful. I really don't. It's weird. It's weird. My most successful videos are very strange sometimes. That one about Schofield, that got a lot of hits. Okay, now we're talking this one. It's embarrassing to say nowadays, but it was like very popular with the DJs at the time, but the DJs were all in their 40s. You see, the trouble is the 70s was run by people who were a little bit too old. So we got used to thinking that people in their 40s and 50s were all right and great. Hence Ringo, hence Jimmy Savile, hence fucking Tony Blackburn. All these people, they was too old for the gig. Didn't know it, but Gary Glitter was too old for the gig. Even Elton was. However, thank God that Elton did find his place by 1970. But a lot of these people should have made their mark in the 60s, but they made their mark in the 70s. And we didn't have a lot of representation for the younger person. So in the end, we adored really old people. And of course, you can imagine that led to a lot of problems, especially when Jimmy Savile was finally exposed as the dirty fucker that he really was. People just wouldn't have it. No way. Not Jimmy Savile. No, 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 no. Well, this is it. The nicer the person, the sharper the tooth, as they say. So be careful. Or the sweeter the tongue, the sharper the tooth. Anyway, look, all I can say about this is I like it. I think Wings had become what Wings should have been by this point because they didn't seem to have a direction. They weren't rocky enough to be rockers. There was something horrible about a husband and wife team, which made them going to be. And plus, he'd done songs like Sea Moon and Mary Had a Little Lamb, and these things get remembered. So I think in the end, by the time he'd done Silly Love Songs, Let 'Em In, I guess he realised that his strength lay in this sort of, you know, innocent home bake sort of look at us. We're like Rod, Jane, and Freddie, but Denny's not fucking my wife. You know what I mean? It's just us two and our loyal servant, our loyal valet. Um, but some of the songs are quite worrying these days. I mean, there's one called "Children, Children" by Denny Lane, and you think to yourself, "Oh, well, if my children was playing in the garden and Denny Lane was sort of peeping over a hedge looking at them, I'd probably get an axe and slice his skull in half." But anyway, that's 10 days. Maybe he was more innocent, or maybe he did have that much cocaine. He did want to start up on some 5, 6 year olds. Anyway, look, back to the egg. Back to the egg. Brian Borrow, oh, Kid Jensen. Do you know what no one's going to say about Brian Borrow just said that Kid Jensen was drawing his pension out, and he's Canadian, by the way, and he's got a zero personality, total zero personality. So, Canadians out there, if you want to know who the most famous Canadian is in Britain, it's Kid Jensen. And he's so boring. And by the way, I know he looks good for about a 70-year-old man, but honestly, calling yourself Kid, he wasn't even a kid when he started. He was about 40. Oh, it's a wanky thing. It's just a Canadian thing, though. Do people say, "Hey, here comes Toby the Kid"? He's 45 and lives with his mama. Anyway, come the revolution, Kid Jensen will be on my list of assassinate. Well, no, he's not even important enough to be assassinated. No, I'll just let him live. I'd make him plant seeds in Buckingham Palace when we've chopped the royal family's heads off. Anyway, Ken Barlow, Ken Barlow, Baldwin and Barlow. Anyway, listen, got to talk about the music. I'm really excited about what you're saying, but Mark Jones, you sound like a fake person, but you're welcome to the channel. He says, "How do you do? My name's Robert. Greetings." Yes, you're most welcome, Mark Jones. Anyway, do you like Mark Jones? Do you like Back to the Egg? I think really the less said about that, the better, because we're coming up now to the Guardians of the Universe area, which are a bit. So anyway, we got Pipes Please. We like that. Now we've got this. This is probably an album that the Guardians of the Universe would love because it is shit. Well, I think Eleanor's Dream is one of the most wonderful songs I've ever heard in my life. Quickly, block that man. Wings at the speed sound. Watch my review for this one. I mean, I can't, because there's two really good songs on there. It does hold some weight still, but at the end of the day, he's bloody awful. He's awful. Here we are, McCartney too. Got a soft spot for that one. Your favourite Wings album? What? Back to the Eggs, Mark Jones? Back to the. You have to remember that because I'm not used to all this, screen and modern technology and moving pictures and whatnot. I can't keep looking at the side there, and because I'm left-handed, I shouldn't have told you that. Well, because I have my own disability, you might say. I Anyway, listen. We're coming up now. Listen, I want you all to keep quiet if you was witness to the shenanigans the other night, which I wasn't really anything to do with. I just had a right to reply, by the way. Now I like this one at the time. It's called McCartney Interview, and right, this is the concert for Cabuchia. You might as well just say, nah, fuck it. Anybody that likes rock pile should be buried in fucking landfill. All right, I'm afraid to say that this is the front of the cover, and we can't see McCartney's dreadful pose. But again, this is another controversial album, which and I wish they'd talk about it a little bit more because I'd like to hear what Kit O'Toole's got to say about the other me. But I think like she's like a broken compass that only leads to what was it? Press to play, press to play, or what other worst albums in the whole world can we think of? Never mind, never mind. But like I said, more favourites from people like Kenny Loggins on here. This album is appalling. It's appalling. What do you think, Mark Jones? Just reading here, just reading. Well, Michael, oh, that's a very charming thing for you to say. You're a nice guy, you know. You're a nice guy. You know what? I'll tell you what, Michael. I saw you the other day, and you was as polite as a man could be. And but he decided, no, Mayo's told me this man's evil, so you are evil. He did that to nice guy Nick Mick the other night. I felt really bad for nice guy Mick. He was being as nice as pie. So what if he flips out from time to time? It's his thing. Leave him alone. Let him say we know Henry the horse, whatever. So fucking what? Leave him alone. He's not hurting no one, is he? And if he is saying things, take it on board what he's saying. Because if you, like I said, you want to be surrounded by sycophants out there, you go ahead because that's what you're doing. But then you'll just break up between you because you'll all start arguing. It happens all the time, man. I've seen it thousands of times in my life. Oh, now we're racially pure. We've got rid of all them wankers. Oh, now we're going to start a party. Within 5 minutes, everyone's fucking everyone else's wives. And that lot are broken up. Before you know it, only two men are left on the field, standing there with daggers. You know what I mean? So, don't start what you can't stop because it's a roller coaster, baby. I've got a thumbs up. Great. See, because I'm talking sense. Because I'm talking sense. Always. Invisible Ray is a font of wisdom. A font of wisdom. Anyway, let me just have a look to the right hand side over here. Well, I haven't got to that yet, Mark Jones. I'm going through the it's chronological, I think. Wait, because we're going into uncharted territory. Because a lot of these albums I don't know. Because as Fit to Be Tied, I said I did exactly the same thing. I just went off McCartney, even when Flowers in the Dirt come along and it got to #1, and I thought, oh, well, I'm getting a positive vibe for Macca. And then them days, I was pleased for him. I wanted the best for him. I wanted him to have a #1, even if I didn't buy the album. I started getting them all again in 97, 98. I think they'd been released or something on CD, so I bought a lot of them again. But I did have a certain number of them. But I still haven't listened to loads of them because Press to Play fucking put me off that bad. He never got it back with me. Never got it back. Uh, no. Thank you, Michael Elliott. Thank you for sticking by your principles. And I'll tell you something, mister. It's the services that does that to you, isn't it? It's the services. When someone's hanging around the home saying, well, oh, where's my popcorn ready, Ma? And then, oh, wait a minute, little ducky, I'll bring it straight into you. Oh, it's hot and it's full of sugar just for you, right? Now, you don't respect those people. When a man's had to fucking dive into freezing cold water in the middle of the Atlantic, yeah, you've got a little bit more respect for him. Do you know what I mean? Fit to be. Oh, listen, if you got a problem, I don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can assure you of this. Will you suck my cock? I got no strong arms. Suck my cock. No, that's not about it. Oh, hi, Rach. Oh, we got all the bad guys here again. No, just having a little bit of fun. But listen, I've put my lecture in already. Hey, nice guy. See, I'm defending all these people because I don't like unfair behaviour, and I will not have wankers, the guardians of the universe, ruling the vinyl community. Not while I've got something to say. No, sir. And I will not have people, arseholes, disrespecting my president. Yeah, good guy here. Did you turn up the other night on somebody's live stream under the name of Mick something Mick? I don't know. Anyway, look, we're going through these Paul McCartney albums, basically saying how crap they are. So we got to Pipes of Peace. And as I said, we are in very dangerous territory at the moment because we are going through the Guardians of the Universe territory. Oh, by the way, the rest of you 15 people out there, if you want to comment, don't be afraid. Rise. The Peasants Revolt. What, Tyler? All right, so we got here. Oh, just found Red Rose Speedway, which has probably got the most embarrassing McCartney medley going. I think. Oh, no. Here it is. Are you ready? Stand by. Guardians of the Universe, Rachel. Can anybody guess what album it's going to be? Can anybody guess? This is the album that started all this off. Hang on, don't give me the joke just yet, nice guy. I'm going to show you this. You're going to ruin my drum roll. Yeah, oh, well done, Rachel. There we are. There it is. Look at that cover, though. I mean, it's just, you just don't even want to listen to it. If you look at that horrible, it is horrible. Paul McCartney's not a nice person to look at anyway, with his silly eyebrows right up there. He looks like Dave Clark 5 after the surgery. In fact, he looks like John Lennon after he died. All right, is it? No, look out. Guardians of the Universe. And I'll tell you another terrible thing. Nice. Oh, hang on. We've got a joke coming up from nice guy Nick. So let me hold everything. All right. Listen. It's been blocked, so I'll have to say it out loud. All right, hang on. Who said G? Let me read it first. Well, I think it might be Q for question. Oh, right, I've got to check. Right. Question. What's got 16 legs, inbred genetic defects, and a huge stick up his bum? Q. Okay, let's have the answer, baby. It's a free world. It's a free world. So give me your answer. Give me your answer. 7 Up, 7 Up. Give me. Oh, by the way, I'd just like to welcome Fit to be Tie-Dye, who is our president. Respect. And as I said, you know, I'm an attack dog as well, so I won't have people disrespecting my president just for being able to surf YouTube as he fancies. I will not have people stop you doing that. Oh, but only the brave can comment. Remember that. Uh, oh, that's not very good, nice guy. I mean, I'm not a royalist, but it's just not not a very good joke. Go and look up a better joke. Come on, you can do better than that. Listen, you have brought the masters of the universe to their knees before, and you're going to give me that as a joke. Come on. Have you got your prize yet, Rachel? Mm, mm, mm. Ah. All right, what are we drinking tonight? Fake. It's fake German beer, but it's all good. And also, I've got this. What's this? What's this? What's this? Here, Michael Elliott. Do you remember this? I've been to Hollywood. I've been to Redwood. Oh, I'll tell you what, Rachel. Rachel, I'll tell you. Let me tell you something. You was great the other day. You was great. I thought the peacemaker. Peacemaker. Listen, we're gonna have to have a powwow. Me and you. Me and you got to have a powwow. Do you smoke the peace pipe? Yeah, I know Fit to be Tied though. That's what I thought. Because you know what I was thinking? Have I done something really wrong when I posted those videos the other day? And I thought, well, no. Why should people sit in a neutral person's live stream and have some fucking pudding sitting there just out to go with everybody? And when people's trying to apologise to him, like Michael, being nice to him. No, he's got his orders. Switch off. Michael Elliott, bad. And I'm gonna persecute you for your free views. You're not allowed to have free views. Not while I'm around. Go fuck yourself, baby. Go and take some fucking lessons. Read a book. Do you know what I mean? Oh well, it was. Like I said, if you weren't around, you other guys, I took it down because I didn't think it's fair to leave it up. But I thought, no, it is fair to show other people what we got to deal with it. This is why I'm getting annoyed. This is why I lose my temper with people. I, I mean, you can turn it around and say, oh, he's picking on cripples or he's picking on fucking retards or whatever. No, listen, I'm not. Like I said, that guy is not a retard, but he expects retard privilege from people, and people fall for it. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you saw the 18-minute video. I mean, the proof was there. But you know, oh, he swears at young girls. Yeah, I don't suppose those young girls have ever seen my videos, and if they did, I expect they'd get a sexual kick out of it. To have a man in a mask talking about them, saying how I hate them. Girls like that. You got to know women. You see, that's the problem with the Guardians of the Universe. They don't know women. They think they're living in fucking Oliver Cromwell's days. No, we are allowed to celebrate Christmas round here. Thank you very much. Oh, nice guy's got something to say. Here, fit to be, have you ever it? My nice guy Mick. Hey, he might have been abusive to you at one point or other, as Henry the Horse. He's got a bit of a backstory, but definitely with Mayo. And by the way, Mayo, you calling me a coward for not answering your John and Yoko questions? Yes, I didn't even get them. I told you, if you've blocked me, you've probably not been able to send me stuff. It's not my fault. If you unblock me, you can send me messages. Nothing to do with me. I'm not blocking you. I answered everything you put in Mayo's movies. See what I mean? No, we will fight back against these tyrants, these fucking SS Waffen lunatics. We will get in our Spitfire and we will go attack, Tora, Tora, Tora. Guardians of the Universe headquarters coming up. Red 7 here, Red 7, I'm going in. There goes Tom on Yati. No, never mind, look. I know. Talk about no. You know what he was trying. He was trying to do. Oh yeah, I know. Fit to be tied. Yeah, totally. No, he's well. Like I said, the Guardians of the Universe. Look, if they don't want to put up with the bullshit, they don't. I mean, look, I'll be rude to John Heaton to his face and behind his back all the time. The man's a gentleman. He puts up with it. He said, I don't mind what you say about me. I find it amusing. And there you go, you see? A gentleman. If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen, baby. You know what I mean? Such rudeness we have to deal with. This is what I hate, though. Bad manners. Bad manners, it's all right to take the piss out of people for their faults and their shit uploads, but bad manners is something else. Do you think I'd go on to someone's stream and I'd just sit there reading a book for half hour or just saying, you did that, Daddy? Oh, we love the Spitfire. See, Rachel's doing the old peacemaker thing again now. She's changing the subject like she did the other day. Yes, Rachel, the Spitfire and the Hurricane won the Battle of Britain. Yes. Actually, I think I was. Oh, should we go on with the Paul McCartney albums? I think we're past the Guardians of the Universe. And by the way, the Guardians of the Universe has got to do another video coming up, and I'm going to beat them to it. So, in fact, I think we should all do that. We should all say quickly in the next 2 days what our top 15, because it's going to be their top 5 worst Beatle records. And remember that Revolution 9, Wild Honey Pie, and a couple of others, Maggie May and that, they're not counted as proper worst tracks. But between you lot, you can all put up your top 15 worst Beatle records. And by the time they've done it, nobody'd be interested anyway. They'll probably put Penny Lane as the worst one. I want to hold your hand. Oh, it's bollocks. No. No, but that Inner Light song, I mean, you know, that's top. That is the top. Oh, yeah, the Hillfire Club, yeah. That was actually the I can't remember. Oh, never mind about that. That's past news. Nice guy, yeah. I know. Listen, nice guy, Nick. You was probably a trailblazer. You spotted these people straight away. These enemies of free speech. Talk about the fucking long, the short, and the tall, eh? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Frankenstein, Dracula, and Wolfman. Oh. Mark Jones, Revolution 9. Yeah, that's that. No, you're not allowed to use that one because it don't officially count. You know, because it is such shit anyway that people cannot use it as their worst song. Anyway, don't do it now. But you might upload your own video. Upload your own video. Come on. Why don't you do it, nice guy, Mick? Hey, I'd like to see some more stuff from you because it's all a bit eclectic. Do you know what I mean? I don't always get it what you're doing. It's a bit messy. Do you know what I mean? Listen, if you've got some lithium tablets, send them my way, will you? And make sure you take them. Bella Lugosi, he's shit, isn't he? I don't like day in life. Yeah, and that's what that guy's like. Do you remember on Scream 2? Not Scream 2, what's it called? Scary Movie 2. And they've got that bloke who's thinking he's a cop and he's called Doofus. And then at the end, he's like Kevin Spacey on, the old Kaiser Soze. Oh, see you later, fit to be president, your highness, your worship. See you later. See you later. Anyway, you beautiful people. Like I said, I've taken as many questions as I can, but for the meantime, I've got to go have my tea. Because all Englishmen drink tea, and they want tea. So, ta-ta for now, or TTFN as the 633 Squadron would say. Bye-bye.